Hey, this is a gold Ashe VOD. I'm mostly going to be grilling in what positions you want to play on this map, how to determine what is a good position, what is a bad position, how to take creative positions, and then we're also going to do a little bit with Coach Gun and Dynamite. So, right off the bat here, this is okay. It's safe, but it relies on somebody overextending. Now, luckily, this Sojourn did overextend, and then the Kiri teleport and hit your shots. Nice. Good stuff. Now we want to be taking high ground. You should be able to just Coach Gun up here, but if not, you can jump on these boxes and you can Coach Gun up, and then you'll be able to contest this Venture. If she walks over. Yeah, the Venture over here. You can still see the Orisa, you can shoot it, you have better sight lines, and then after you take this fight here, we can rotate up top like this. And then when we play here, this is a serious advantage. Ashe doesn't really want to play on low ground or on main at all. She's a sniper, kind of like hybrid sniper character, who can flank and like sometimes play at close range. But that close range is not, it shouldn't be this close, you know? Like even this is okay, right? We're just kind of sitting and pushing payload. We could probably Dynamite this too. Dynamite the Venture and the Orisa. What if we played here? This would be so much better. Or if we set up earlier, we would be able to play here. This would be really nice. I would like this. Not that this is bad, but when you get in higher ranks, you're going to get punished for playing here. Because like we're just standing out in the open. If the Orisa decided to swing you right now, she could spear you and cook you in no time. I mean, honestly, you're just lucky she's not paying attention to you. And when she does, you take cover. That's good. But then we just walk at her. Like that's a free kill for Orisa. Look at this. How far back did I go? Oh, hold up. I don't have this set. Yeah, that's why. That's a free kill. Because you're just standing out in the open. It's a small thing. If we played back here, we wouldn't have that issue. We could play there. We could play here. But let's say we were to take the fight here. Just do it here. Right? And if you are going to, just get used to the left and right strafing. And that'll make you much harder to hit, make you much harder to kill, and you can play slightly riskier positions every now and then. Even here, Coach Gun up top. I'm pretty sure you can Coach Gun this. And if not, you can jump up on this thing to Coach Gun up. Good job taking cover. Nice. Just too early. Just let it fly out a little bit more before you hit that. See, this kind of feels this is condensed. This is kind of like you don't really have any good sight lines, and the only person you can really shoot is the Orisa, and that doesn't really do much at the end of the day because she just has a healer. She just has, you know, two healers pocketing her. But if you Coach Gun up here, and then you walk around, you'll be able to get sight lines on the Orisa. You'll be able to see the tank walking back. This is kind of, they're playing over here, so maybe this high ground isn't good. But this works out very nicely, because this gives us sight lines on the Ana and the Lucio. We could get a really nasty Dynamite there. And your aim is pretty solid. Like, I think if you... nice Dynamite. I think if you start to leverage more high ground and some of these off-angle positions, you will get a lot more use out of your good aim. Okay, so now we have Bob. Not bad. I mean, you might have been able to hit that. I feel like it is kind of a how do I put it? It's a common habit of Ashe players to like see a pick and see that I have Dynamite and be like, oh, okay, I can just throw this out here. But if it's easier to just shoot them, just shoot them. And a scenario where a Lucio's flying across a wall, it's probably gonna be easier to shoot him. Okay, let's take a look at this Bob. So I don't like this. For one, it doesn't actually have any like alternate sightlines. Like your Zenyatta's already playing here, so this is we're already getting effective damage on this angle, and the piece here too. All they have to do is kite around here. They just take cover here, they can avoid the Bob. They can keep shooting the Sojourn. And they can keep, if the Hazard decides to jump. Like, it doesn't provide as much space as it could. I'm thinking maybe we put it here. If we shot our Bob out and we bump it against this wall, this forces them to kite behind here. And if not, I mean, there's a decent chance you just kill people here. You would stop the Sojourn from pushing up, and everybody would be scrambled because it's in their enemy backline, and it provides a sightline that nobody else has, and a sightline that your team actually can't access without dying. If your Sojourn plays here, she dies, right? The Orisa just deletes her. But Bob, you can place him here with practically no repercussion. The other one is here, right? Scrambles him, gets Sojourn on the sightlines on the Sojourn. It actually stops people from kiting back here. So this would give you, I think this is probably like, this pad might be the optimal space to throw your Bob, or like onto this wall, because then it's really hard to take cover from him. So any of these positions will work, but it's just getting at the idea that you want to put Bob like deep in enemy lines or on an angle that creates a crossfire, like an angle that your team can access. As for your position, I mean, we might be able to dynamite here and hit the Lucio and the Orisa, but this is condensed, and there's so many people on this sideline. I'd actually prefer we be up here with our Sojourn. I think we could play this angle and we could force them back. We could swing out on the Sojourn. We could rotate all the way over here, and then we would have another sightline. This high ground just gives us more visibility, and it gives us the ability to deal more damage. That's dynamite. Yeah, good stuff. Love it. All right. And then really just kind of the same thing. See if you can set up on high ground somewhere. Maybe go your Baptistas. I think that's good. I mean, this fight's already won. But after every fight, you want to be setting up for your next fight. There's always got to be some kind of pre-fight plan. And for DPS, the pre-fight plan on any character is just listen and take an angle. And I mean, you do that mid-fight too, but that should really be it. It's just like, what angle can I take so that I can set up really cleanly into their next fight? Like, where can I go that gives me the ability to have an advantage on the next fight right off the bat? This is just standing down main. Like, if we were up here, we wouldn't deal with that. Now, we would have to fight this, but there's 3 of you here, right? You could totally win this fight, no problem. But let's say you weren't. It's kind of the same thing. Just do it from here. Like, anticipate damage coming, and then just go behind cover. I think you're playing pretty well so far, though. Okay. So, this is the same thing. This is actually, I would say this is still like a pre-fight setup thing. Our tank isn't here. These guys are staggering. You should be able to kill them all here. Hazard could jump, and then you could just, like, dynamite and walk them. Nice. And then we just... Okay, now the fight's set up. But the problem is we're still on main. Right? Now the fight's... Well, okay. The fight's pretty much happening now. And we're just kind of... I mean, this is an okay angle, but this is good. I like this. Because it keeps us at a distance. It allows us to take another flank. It keeps us relatively close to a health pack. Our Zenyatta might have line of sight on us. And we have good cover. Nice. Now swing out. Right? They're down 2. Your tank is up. We should be here by now. We should be here. And we can coach gun up here. This is actually a really strong position for Ashe. But we don't want to be walking into this, because this is close range tank. He's gonna obliterate us in 2 punches. Coach gun is really good for knocking people away, right? Like you did there. But it's not a get out of jail free card. The only reason that worked is because the rest of your team was with you and there were 4 people looking at him. But if that's a 1v1 and you walk into the Ramacho like that, the coach gun won't save you. He'll just keep walking into you. Decent dynamite. I would say this fight's lost. We don't have our tank. We don't have our DPS, and they're only down a support, and they're using Nemesis form. They're gonna walk on you. Okay, this Ramacho for some reason didn't walk on you, but he very easily could have rushed up with the Lucio and killed you too. And we start to back up. Good. Now, more pre-fight setup. The fight is not happening right now, right? There is no fight going on. You guys are retreating, and they're gonna chase you. But I'm thinking what we do is we walk over here. We coach gun up here. Wait for the cooldown to go off. We hide here. We wait for our team to walk up. When they start to walk up again, coach gun over here. Boom. Look at this sightline. Now, it's risky. I will admit, it's very risky. But I think your aim is solid enough that if you get these guys with the element of surprise, you drop a decent dynamite down here, you could kill their backline. Especially with Baptiste helping you. So let's see what we do. Yeah, there's a health pack on the left side. I mean, that's just not like necessary, but it's good knowledge to have. I like that we're aware of the flank and we're marking it. What if we were up there with them? Oh, we do go up there. Yeah, this is good. I really like this. Oh, okay. I think this is the Arisa issue before, right? Let's look at our body language. Walking forward. We're just running into him, right? You totally could have won this fight. Just strafe left and right. Use this little bit of cover that you have while playing on the edge. Maybe even just scope in and then jump shoot him. Just jump headshot. But this was good. I like the aggression. I like that we're playing this angle.
My ultimate is ready.
I want to see you on high ground more. Kind of a minor thing, but target priority. You want to be shooting at the... I mean, this is practically meaningless, but I'd rather see you shooting at the soldier on high ground than I would the tank on low ground. Okay. Does this Bob create an alternate sightline? Not really. Like, this is where your tank's going to walk up. Can they kite this easily? Yes, they can. All they have to do is walk back a little bit. And they're still fighting. Like, they're not giving up any space by walking back this little bit. You guys are going to take this space naturally. So what could a better Bob look like? On these pipes, this could be good. It's better, I would say. It's maybe not the best option, but it's better from where you are. I think we actually have to hold on to Bob here. Wait till we kite up here, and then just throw him, like, maybe throw him for the pad again. Throw him for the checkpoint. Because then everybody's forced to scramble for cover, but they can't use cover behind here because the Bob will shoot them. So they'll have to use cover in front, and then your team can walk up for free. Nice pick. So that's a trigger discipline issue. We don't actually have line of sight on the Ana. We just kind of sort of saw where she was and rolled with it. Look at this. First shot on Ramatra. It's nothing. Tank kind of covers our shot. We shoot the ground below it, and then we go, okay. So you didn't pop too many shots off. But it's... Trigger discipline, in the simplest way I can put it, is shooting when your crosshair is on your target and not shooting when it's not. It seems simple. It's like a duh. But there are even high-level players, like Masters and GM, where you can still point out problems with trigger discipline. Especially with... It's a very crucial thing with DPS heroes. Like, all of your mains, especially Soldier, where you can just kind of dump a mag without even really paying attention. That sort of thing will get you... that's what gets you killed. That's how you don't get picks. So, it's less so that it's like a complex topic, but it's just something to work on and something to be conscious of. You can do that in aim trainers, like Vaxstar or IOStux DPS. I will send you the codes for those. Or... you can do it in game too and be like, it's just I'm focusing on good trigger discipline. Because I mean, there it is again. Like, our crosshair is to the left of him for every single shot. And I think we could have landed some shots there. We just have to stop shooting for a sec, allow our brain to readjust, and set the crosshair on him again. Interesting wall. That actually worked pretty well. Yeah. I mean, that dynamite could have worked. I think that's a situation where it's easier to just shoot him right away, though. Not that the dynamite was bad, other than missing it. Coach gun back, yeah. I mean, it's just this position is just, it's messy. And it's like, we actually can't really get good sight lines unless somebody overextends. This is good. I like this. Yeah, and see how condensed this is? This leaves us in close range with two characters who excel in close range, right? We need to leverage our ability to play at longer ranges. They drop ult. See if you can shoot the Lucio. Yeah. That's you get one more fight. If everybody dies quicker, you get one more fight. We could set up on high ground here again with the coach gun theory. You can also do that on soldier too with rocket jumps. I don't know if you can do it with Cassidy roll, but there is some pretty crazy movement tech you can do. Okay. This Bob is better. I like this Bob much better because it is literally it's in the middle of everybody. It's in the middle of everybody, and it creates a sightline that your team could not access right now. I say it almost definitely kills somebody. You bounce the Ramatra in the air. I mean, they have to play back now.
It's go time.
Even if you don't kill somebody, that's a good Bob. Because you allowed your team to push, you made them scared, you made them scramble, which forced their cooldowns and allowed you to kill tank. There's a soldier on high ground. You got a coach gun up there. Is there a soldier? Yes, there's a soldier on high ground. We have to be dealing with him right now. That's what happens when you don't contest high ground. Somebody will take it and they'll just destroy you. And I think that's why we lose. If we took soldier off high ground, we could have won that fight. All right, let's look at our next round here. So, if I want to summarize, cover. You always want to be behind some kind of cover. We want to look for long-range sightlines, generally off of payload, right? Payload is almost like punishment for being too slow, unless you're like on or Zenyatta, right? Then it's like sort of your job, and you'll see in higher level play, sometimes a Tracer will push cart because she can blink around it. She actually has an advantage in those close range sightlines, but Ashe does not. So we need to be playing high grounds. We need to be contesting off angles, and besides that, I mean, when you're doing pre-fight, make sure you're always taking some kind of angle, some kind of pre-fight setup. Like this is pre-fight setup. The fight hasn't happened yet, so we're walking up and we're like, okay, where are we gonna go? So we choose this angle. I found this to be actually a pretty bad position most of the time. It seems like it's okay, and I used to play it a lot, but the problem with it is if you have a high mobility character, actually they don't have, I just did it for your own tank. Oh my god, bro, I'm so, there's something wrong with me. I actually don't have a high mobility character. I think maybe soldier. You could be scared of soldier here, but if they had like a tracer, or if they had a ball, or a doomfist, or any dive character, they could drop you, no problem here. I think maybe it can be okay if we coach gun up here after. Sometimes even setting up here is good. It's risky because nobody else is with you. We might be able to get quicker picks though. We have the Alari pylon set up on, so that we have healing line of sight. I don't know. It's difficult to play here as Ashe. I think this is okay for the time being. As long as we don't swing out super far like this, maybe.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
We just need to be very aware of our flank. Cover. We're out in the middle again, man. Just go left and right from this. You will like soak up so much damage. We could dynamite that. That's another thing dynamite's good for, is hitting people that are behind cover. Dynamiting tank is okay. It's not bad, but tanks want you to throw cooldowns at them. Like that's the purpose of a tank, is to eat cooldowns and then create chaos so that so that their team can move up. If you hit that Torbjorn though, you can force his, I know he already threw it, but you can force his, I don't know what the name of it but like his health cooldown, that like gives him his little fire rate and HP boost. Like if we hit him with that, if not like damage him, that damage is more impactful and we can force more resources with it. Good job being aware of the flank. Yeah, I don't mind that. But now, okay, now we're too far. Now we're too far. This is no good. We need to go back on the high ground because there is this soldier who is about to be right here. And when this soldier takes space, we should be there for it. And now we're on main, and this is a bad sightline. This is just a bad sightline. We're back on main. Coach gun up. Coach gun up. We need to, this is a bad spot. We should not be here right now. And the last thing we want to do is walk up. The last thing we want to do here is walk up. Because this is where they're going to be coming from. And our team is not with us. They are not with us at all. And see how, even though the fight's still kind of happening, we're not really doing anything. And then when we do something, it's met by 3 people. I'd be surprised to see if we live there.
I'm about to pitch a
Just stay on high ground. That's all you need. Go up here. I mean, this fight's already kind of cooked. I will admit. Like, they used 2 ults, and we shot. No. Did they use 2 ults? No, they just used 1 ult. But the bola shot's garbage, and it didn't do anything. And it doesn't look like we're going to counterwall. Yeah, we backed out. That's good. This is way... We're just like, okay. So this is a matter of determining whether or not the fight is actually happening. In this case, I would say the fight is not happening. Right? The fight happened. Your tank is dead. Freya's walking back from spawn. Your supports are practically dead. So you have a choice here. You can either intet somebody and try to get a trade, which is a relatively decent option, or you can back out and you can set up for next fight. Personally, I think we just back up and set up for next fight here. I think we let our supports die and we coach gun up here. And then we play into this. And we can honestly, I wouldn't mind us poking shots before the fight actually happens. Because now your team's all together, right? They're all coming back from spawn, and you're going to be the one who's late. And now that you're the one who's late, okay, oh, we swapped on to Cass. Okay, this is actually a little bit more my area of expertise. So Cassidy still uses high grounds, but he is able to play in more close range brawl situations. And you actually want to be leveraging those closer ranges. The one disadvantage, flashbang and then fan the hammer. Flashbang. You just flashbang too late. That can be when there are characters who don't have defensive cooldowns, like Genji. If you open with nade on a Genji right away, chances are it'll miss. You open nade on Tracer, it'll miss because she'll blink away. Torbjorn though, no mobility. I mean, very small mobility, I should say. He does have a little bit. Nade him, fan the hammer, roll to get the reload, and then fan the hammer again. You kill him for sure. I don't mind this angle. I think this is okay. But it's really just a matter of who we're shooting at here. Instead of shooting at tank, okay, it works. You know what? I'm honestly, I'm not even going to gripe about this. It's good. Nade, yeah. So I would say rolling in was your big mistake there. How low were you? Did you just die to a single Helix? Oh, you got Torb shot. That's crazy. Yeah, you just got exploded. So basically, I think the big issue is there was rolling in and then throwing your nade. Walk, throw your nade, and then roll out. Because you actually get damage reduction from your nade, from your roll. You get damage reduction and it reloads. So throw your nade, maybe see if you can pop a shot or fan the hammer, and then the second that Helix comes for you or that Torb shot comes for you, just roll back right away. And you're in your support's line of sights. It's a risky play to be walking up like that with very little cover, but I think it's doable, especially since we're picking on a soldier who, if you hinder him, I think he's cooked. I don't think hinder, I think hinder stops sprinting, if I'm not mistaken. Also kind of a weird fun fact, hack stops sprinting, even though it's not like a technological thing. I always thought that was kind of weird. Dude, we're in their spawn right now. This is... I don't know about this. I mean, our team's with us. I guess it's acceptable, but maybe just play back a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, good. High noon. I'm thinking we play this, until we get pushed. Fan the hammer, roll, fan the hammer. Yeah. Beautiful. No, 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 no. We have no sight lines. I mean, it might be okay. They might swing out on us. Wow, we actually got a kill there. Okay. Sorry. High Noon is a very bad ult. Well, it's not a very bad ult, but it's a pretty bad ult. It's pretty garbage. Maybe one of the worst ults in the game, actually. The important thing is making sure that they have to go a long way to get to cover. So a long sight line. Oh my god, we're still playing in their spawn. This is crazy. For instance, a long sight line that we play High Noon on would be like, let's say we were, here. If we High Nooned here, while they were walking up, if we don't get a kill, we at least force everybody to back up, take a lot of damage, and go behind cover. And it takes longer for them to get behind cover because it's a longer sightline, right? If we do that here, while they're walking up from those stairs all the way back there, they're forced to go a longer distance, which means there's a higher probability we're going to get kills with High Noon. Okay, so we're just swinging out with very little cover. We have 3 people looking at us. We're in their spawn. We have the Torb on high ground. And then we roll into them as opposed to rolling away from them, right? Fan the hammer, roll fan the hammer is a situational thing that you do to get close range kills in a 1v1 to break Winston's bubble. I think it breaks it instantly, actually. If you do that, if you fan twice on Winston's bubble, it just breaks it. And it can be used to really damage tanks, but you don't want to do it when there's 3 people here. This is something we do for 1v1s into damage tanks. Oh, you got revived. Most of the time, though, we're actually using our roll as a defensive thing. Timing it with burst damage cooldowns like Echo Sticky, Torb shots, Doomfist jumps and punches, that sort of thing. Maybe not Doomfist punch, because that actually stuns you. It's worth a shot, though. This is the problem with playing this close to them. It's just like, we're gonna have to back up eventually, and once they get their ults, they cook us like this. So now, pre-fight setup, where can we go? I'm thinking we just walk up here. It might take a second, but I think we can walk up to high ground here. And then just play this. This would be pretty powerful. But at the same time, you might sacrifice being able to use your nade, depending on how close they get. So I don't know. But not this, not this. If you're gonna do that, do it here. Use cover. Now we have a pocket, which means we can really harass that soldier if we get a close range sightline on him. If we can get in that soldier's face, we will beat him. Yeah. Nading and gold Orisa does not do anything. I would say maybe just save that nade. The fight was like we were losing the fight here for sure, right? Because of the ults. But my only concern is that we're just kind of out in the open here, and we see our team dying, and we're still taking this fight. We just need to be here, and then we see one person die, we shoot from here, we keep backing up, we see another person die. It's already lost, right? It's overtime, whatever. Oh, if only you had high noon. Maybe if you played behind cover though, you would. Oh, it's over. Maybe you would get the high noon. I don't know. It's probably already lost anyways. Nonetheless, to summarize this, cover is like probably one of the most important things in this game, and it is one of the biggest things that will get you out of gold. Consistently, like almost across all gold players, if you start to use cover more consistently, you will die so much less. You will get so many more kills. High ground. If you're playing on Ashe, make sure to be regularly using your coach gun to access high grounds. As Cassidy, if you see the opportunity to take a high ground, go for it. But know that it's not always the play on Cassidy, because sometimes he needs to be a little closer. But I would say, especially against this composition, it would be totally acceptable. We want to be like looking where we can walk up on the soldier, and then nade, fan the hammer, and then roll and fan the hammer to get the reload. Use roll as a defensive cooldown to get away from burst damage. And when you are using Bob, make sure that it creates an alternate sightline. So a sightline that your team could not easily access, or something that is like right in enemy lines and splits them up. Thank you for sending in the VOD. Sorry it took so long to get to this. My Wi-Fi is terrible most of the time, but it's good today. And let me know if you have any questions.